Hi, this is Jason Robinson with Golden Rule Auto Sales. Just wanted to take a quick minute to go over this vehicle with you. This is a 2011 Escalade ESV. It is extremely clean. One of the things that I like to do that the vast majority, if not almost all, other internet dealers don't do is I like to go over the vehicle with you specifically through video and point out any kind of blemishes and such so that you can see exactly what you're dealing with before you agree to buy the vehicle. A lot of dealers will over exaggerate the quality of the vehicle and they won't point out imperfections, and so often people, when they get to purchasing the vehicle or if they have it delivered to them, upon first seeing the vehicle, you know, they're kind of disappointed because some certain things weren't pointed out. What I like to do is just take a quick minute and point out, you know, things that are imperfections. I mean, obviously at the end of the day, according to model year, this is essentially a 5-year-old vehicle. So there's going to be a little bit of normal wear and tear. I like to point out other things other than that, just so you know exactly what you're dealing with. At the end of the day, this is a very clean vehicle. You know, of course, there's going to be little things like the front bumper here has, you know, 5 years essentially of bugs hitting it and such. So there's a little bit of bugs that have, you know, hit the front bumper going 70 miles an hour. And a lot of times what happens with those bugs, if they're not washed off, they'll bake with the sun into the clear coat and it's hard to get them out. A really good 3-step buff could get a lot of them out. We sell these Escalades as fast as we get them in, so we're not going to do a 3-step buff on this. After you get this vehicle, especially because it's black, you could pay a detailer $100, have a 3-step buff done, you know, and it would take care of a lot of the little bugs. There's obviously no wrecks, there's no rust, there's no dents on the vehicle, but there are, you know, a little bit of signs that throughout the history of the vehicle, bugs have hit the front bumper. Hood is in great shape. A lot of times there's a lot of rock chips that hit these hoods. This one doesn't have hardly any of those. There's no paint coming off. I mean, I really can't see a whole lot to point out on this hood. You know, there's a little bit of very small, I don't even know what it is, just very small little hairline scratch, a couple little hairline scratches right here. If I didn't point it out to you, you'd never see it. I'm looking at this at the proper angle with a shade of the trees in the background and I can kind of see it, but a buff would take care of that. There's some type of a tree sap right here. It's a little bit tacky. That would buff out. Again, I have a long list of people waiting for these, and it's hard to schedule these with a detailer. They usually have a week wait. So over the last 1.5 years or so, we've just been selling them without buffing them because we have people wanting to buy them before they get buffed. And so over the last 1.5 years or so, we've just said, look, we're going to sell it without it being buffed. But a good buff is due on this vehicle, but it is extremely clean. You could easily get away with not buffing it. It just depends on, you know, how anal you are and how specific you are with your vehicle. But I've seen a ton of these Escalades, 2012s, 13s, 14s that aren't as clean as this one. It's extremely clean, but I do like to be over critical of my own vehicles. The vast majority of my customers, when they come to pick the vehicle up or when they have it delivered to the other side of the country, will say, wow, this vehicle is a lot better than you described. And that makes me happy because I'd rather have you be, you know, happy because it's a little better than described than disappointed because everything wasn't described. As far as the fender here, it's in good shape. There's no dents, there's no ruts, no rust. I mean, there's no rust on this vehicle, there's no dents on this vehicle. There's a little bit of a very small little scuff right here. Actually, I just wiped it off with my finger. Really nothing to apologize for on the fender. Nothing to apologize for on the door. There's a little bit of a scratch right here. I mean, it's my fingernail, the thickness of my fingernail won't even fit in it, which means it's a clear coat, little bitty hairline scratch, which means it'll buff out. If your fingernail can fit into the scratch, then it won't buff out. But if your fingernail can't fit into it, then it's so tiny that a good compound could just rub that right out. Let's see here. Very small little rock chips right there. What you do is you go down to Cadillac, get some black Cadillac touch-up paint for $6, and boom, 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 you'll never see it. So, couple little right there, one there, one there. Very small little hairline scratch there. Let's see here. That'll buff right out. That's actually, it just wiped right off. So this side of the vehicle is, for the year and for the miles, this side of the vehicle is an A. I mean, it's not A+, it's not, you know, something you're going to enter into the local car show, but it is as clean as you're going to find one on the internet. And you could just rest assured, if you're seeing a lot of these others on eBay, Cars.com, Auto Trader, they're probably not anywhere near as clean as this. And the fact that I'm pointing things out does not make mine less. It just makes me more diligent to point things out. A lot of dealers just don't like to take time to point things out. So back tailgate's in good shape. This is a flex fuel, so you can put the 85 in it with the ethanol, save yourself some money on gas. Little bitty hairline scratches just right here. There's 3 little ones. Very small one right there. Back, this kick plate here, this rubber kick plate's in good shape. It's got the tow package. Later on in the video, I'll take that cover off and show you it's got a tow package. Really, externally, on the outside of the vehicle, the only thing to even remotely apologize for, this little chrome strip right here, which you can get on the internet, Amazon, at a parts yard. You can get them aftermarket real cheap, you know, probably $50 at the most. There's a very small little crease right here, and a very, very small little indentation just from here to here. Not even an inch. If I didn't point it out and you step back, you wouldn't even notice this thing. Again, if you wanted to replace that trim, $50 on Amazon, so not a big deal. And now, let's see here. Obviously, there's no cracks in any of the windows or the windshield. This has the chrome strip up here. Not all of these have that chrome strip. A lot of them are black right here. And it has the luggage rack and the power sunroof, the XM satellite radio antenna there. No chips in the windshield, and front grille is in good shape. And then I'll show you the other side of the vehicle. Okay, the other side of the vehicle is every bit as clean, if not cleaner, than the driver's side. Really isn't anything to point out. Again, no accidents, no rust, no dings, no dents. Extremely clean. This back quarter is clean. Only thing I can even think to point out is this little hairline scratch that does not, my fingernail does not fit into it. It's just a clear coat scratch. One of the things that I like to do that a lot of other dealers will do, but I'm going to actually tell you beforehand so that you can do it yourself, is there is a black wax you can get for $5 at AutoZone or a Walmart. It's black wax, and you just wipe it on right here, let it sit for a little bit, wipe it off. It'll fill in that little clear coat. If you don't want to have the vehicle buffed, that is. If you want to have it buffed, they could buff that right out. But if you don't want to have it buffed, you could put a little bit of that black wax on. It'll fill in that crack. And then once every 6 months, when you're washing the vehicle and after you're drying it, you just put a little bit more of that black on, wipe it off, and you're good to go for another 6 months. A lot of dealers will apply that black wax, not tell you about it, and then 6 months later, if you're not knowledgeable about the black wax, you'll think, oh, I got to get this painted, which you actually don't. You just have to either have it buffed out because it's only a clear coat scratch, or you could apply the black wax once every 6 months. So there's that there. That's the only thing on the rear quarter panel. This door is in good shape. Here down low, there's a little bit of a scuff right here. Again, black wax or compound, if you have it buffed, would take that out. Nothing permanent on the vehicle. There's a little one right here. Again, and you're going to see things on a black vehicle, any vehicle, that you're not going to see on most other colors because they just show more. They look awesome, but you got to either have them buffed once every 2 years, or you got to put the black wax on them. That door is good. This fender's good. So that's about it as far as the exterior on the body. The rims are in excellent shape. There's no what's called curb rash, like if somebody pulls next to a curb, sometimes they'll scuff the rims. These rims are chrome and they're in excellent shape. The tires, brand new tires, come at 10/32. These are at like 9.5. Somebody must have literally put tires on this right before we got it. These tires don't even have 2,000 miles on them, so they are essentially brand new tires, and they measure the same all the way around, which means they were just put on. I mean, these are excellent. Essentially, they're brand new tires. And so I'm gonna show you the engine here real quick, and then I'll show you the inside. This is the engine compartment here. Very clean engine. This has not been detailed by a detailer. This is a good sign it's been well maintained. Of course, the engine is quiet, no ticks, no knocking. Tranny shifts smooth. Exhaust is quiet, headers are quiet. It's got a good battery. As you can see here, original fender, original core, and original fender and hood. So you're good to go mechanically, and I'm going to start it up so you can hear it run. So as you can see here, this has the high output headlights, the high dollar headlights, and they all work, which is, it may sound stupid, but it's an important thing to ask when you're comparing and you're asking the dealers to look at the vehicle on the phone with you, because a lot of these, the top bulb won't work and they won't tell you, and it could be a bulb or it could be a transfer case behind it, or it could be an electrical issue. A lot of times those go out, and it could be anywhere from $500 to $1,000 to fix it. These work. Very important thing to point out there. So as you can hear in this engine here, there's no noise, no knocking, no ticking. The exhaust is quiet, and as you can see here, the air compressor is kicking on. I do have the air conditioner turned on, and it is cycling through its air conditioning. I have ice cold air. So engine, tranny, all that is ready to go. So as you can see here, it has the original manuals and the cover for the manuals and both remotes. Both of these headrests have a built-in DVD player, so the person in the driver's side middle seat can watch their own movie. The person in the passenger seat can watch their own movie. And then you also have these two DVD screens, one in the middle row and one in the back, which are also integrated with the front DVD player. So both driver and passenger, even though I wouldn't recommend the driver, can watch a DVD up front, and the same DVD will play in the middle and in the rear. And if you have a very particular picky kid and they want to watch their own DVD, they can have it here. Or if you have two particular kids, they can watch a DVD on this headrest and on this headrest, and the people in the back could watch whatever is on this. So you could actually have 3 different movies going on at the same time. And these are the remotes for those. And as you can see here, the headrest DVD and then as I said before, the 2 main DVD screens for the middle and rear and front are separate. So all you have to do right here is your DVD controls, and this is where you would insert the DVD player, and then it ejects right out the top right here. And then you simply take this DVD and insert it into that insert there. And there you go, you have a DVD right up front, which I'll show you in a quick minute. This is your power sunroof and your luggage racks. As I've already shown in the pictures, this has the navigation. And it can be full screen, you can have the compass, you can have all kinds of presets, and excellent nav. A lot of the factory navs are not very useful. This one is excellent. You got your audio, AM, FM, cassette, CD, and then you can also sign up with XM radio, satellite radio, and listen to all that as well. As I've already shown, you have the headrest DVD players, which are separate. As you can see here, these are not showing this movie here. Got the Spider-Man movie going on. If these passengers want to have their own movie, they simply put their own movie in up here. They can adjust this screen depending on how tall they are. You could plug a video game in here. You could plug a video game in there. You can even plug a video game in here. You could have 3 different kids playing 3 different video games or watching 3 different movies. And you got your heated seats back here on each side for the middle. They have their own climate settings, and they can also have their own radio control as well. These seats are also in excellent shape. Absolutely no signs of anyone ever even sat back here. Carpet is immaculate. Door panels are all good, no scratches, no scuffs. And I'll show you the power liftgate here. So you're walking out from a grocery store or from Sam's Club, you got a lot to carry, you got a couple kids, you just hit your remote button here 2 times, and then it will open the power liftgate. Very nice feature, especially if you're short. This rear compartment is very clean. There's a little bit of wear in the corners, which is natural. It doesn't have the original pad. You can get one at AutoZone or something that would cover this area, or on carpart.com. It is very, very clean. Just right here along the edge, there's a little bit of wear. It's common. These seats can fold flat. You can remove them, and you could have a huge area back here. You got your cigarette lighter adapter back here. You can also close this either by the remote, or there's also a button here. This door panel is very clean. This seat is in excellent shape. Little bit of a dimple here, little bit of a dimple there. There was probably a car seat here. If I didn't point it out, you would never know it. I really like the way that they've designed these middle seats, because you simply pull that down there. You have your, and I'll show you here in a second, you have your button. Sorry, kind of hard to do that while filming. You just pull this up, it kicks it up, and it's very easily accessible to the 3rd row. A lot of your older Escalades or Suburbans or Denali's, it's kind of a pain for an adult to get in the back. I'm 6 foot, I weigh 270. I can easily climb in the back here, as you can see. 3rd row seats, never been sat in, and is immaculate. They got their own cup holders, and again, their own DVD screen. The only thing that I can even remotely apologize about on the inside of this vehicle as far as functionality is this armrest, and it's a common thing. You'd be surprised how many of these have these. This armrest here will just drop. You can get a new one online at carpart.com or on eBay, and just have it, you know, re-bolted into the side. Not a big deal. They're probably $60 or something. This door panel is in excellent shape. Nothing to apologize about there. Very clean dash. Again, no scratches, no burns, anything like that. It's got the nice platinum logo on it. As you can see here, this seat is in absolute mint condition. Absolutely nothing to even remotely apologize for. Power seat works, recliner works, and lumbar works. This has the really nice middle glove compartment. You got that section there, and you'll also have that section there with another cigarette lighter and a USB and aux. You have your remotes in there. And really, that's about all I can think to point out. I know it's a long video, but this is a very expensive vehicle. Better to watch a 20-minute or so video now and make sure you know what you're getting than to have it delivered across the country and be disappointed. So again, I see thousands of these. For a 2011 with this many miles, you're not going to find a cleaner one. And if you do, it's going to be a couple, $3 grand more at least. And also remember, we can sell you a warranty a lot lower price than Cadillac. I mean, you could get a 5-year additional. It's 5 additional years and 100,000 additional miles on this Escalade for about $2,500. If you were going to get that from Cadillac, it'd be $4,900. So if you need any information about the warranty, or if you're also wanting to inquire about financing, please give me a call on my cell phone at 330-715-1555. Thank you.